Okay, so I came home from the store, and me and my boyfriend went to bed because we were tired. So we were sleeping, and then all of a sudden she like comes, my roommate Jessica, she comes into our bedroom and asks me if I believe in God, and as soon as I said yes, that's when she took a raw metal iron and hit me right in the face. That's where I got this.
She asked you if you believed in God?
Yeah, before she hit me with the iron.
This is 35-year-old Michelle Martens. A day before, her daughter Victoria turned 10 years old. The next day, in a police interview room, Michelle is describing an attack that never happened.
I've been inside the apartment.
Yeah.
All right, I've seen all of the evidence. I've seen everything.
Michelle doesn't know what he has seen, and she doesn't know that, in another room of the same station, her boyfriend has already started to talk. Victoria Martens is 10 years old for exactly 1 day. She turned 10 yesterday. Her mother has been planning a party for today. Friends, cake, an afternoon at the park. That is why, in a second interview room several hours from now, a detective will lean forward and ask her mother a very quiet question.
Victoria's birthday was
Just yesterday.
just yesterday, right? Okay. And what were you guys gonna do for Victoria's birthday?
We were gonna celebrate it today.
Okay. What was did you guys have a
The
plan?
park above.
The park?
At the park above. It's up in there, actually.
Okay. Okay.
Nice.
We guys just
Just
have
have
friends
fun.
and cake and, okay. How do you, I mean, does that make you, it's hard, huh? Okay. She was your baby.
I can't imagine my mother and father, now I have to.
Why'd you name her Victoria?
I always said if I had a girl, I'd name her Victoria.
Okay. And she was 10, just turned 10? Yeah. What were some of her favorite things to do?
Color, math,
Math.
gymnastics.
Gymnastics. Okay. What did she do, like tumbling in gymnastics? Okay. Wow. You're gonna miss her.
Yeah.
Gymnastics, coloring, a birthday party at the park with friends and cake. This is who Victoria Martens is on the last day she is 10 years old. This is the girl who is not going to make it to her party. On the night of August 23, 2016, in a second-floor apartment in northwest Albuquerque, New Mexico, 10-year-old Victoria Martens dies. Her body is found by police in the bathtub of that apartment before dawn on August 24th. 3 adults are inside the apartment when officers arrive. Her mother, Michelle Martens, her mother's live-in boyfriend, Fabian Gonzalez, and Gonzalez's cousin, Jessica Kelly. Officers are called to the apartment by neighbors who report a woman screaming and a fight in progress. Michelle Martens has visible head injuries. Jessica Kelly is inside the apartment. Fabian Gonzalez has fled to a neighbor's apartment. All 3 adults are separated and transported to the police station. The building is sealed and processed as a crime scene. By the time Michelle Martens is placed in an interview room and Detective Joshua Brown reads her Miranda rights, at 3:32 in the afternoon of August 24, 2016, the detectives already know 4 things Michelle does not know they know. This case will turn on those 4 things.
Well, my name is Joshua Brown. Okay. Haven't met you yet. Okay. This is my partner.
I'm Leah.
Nice to meet you.
Obviously, we're here to discuss what happened, to you guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Fact 1. Fabian Gonzalez is being interviewed by a separate team of detectives in a separate room at the same station at the same time. He has been talking for hours before Michelle even sits down. He is giving detectives an account. It is not the account Michelle is about to give. Fact 2. Detectives have been inside apartment 808. They have seen the bathtub. They know that Victoria Martens' body is inside the apartment, wrapped, and that she has been partially dismembered. They know that a pot of boiling water was left on the stove, and that a smoke alarm went off. They know Michelle called 911, claiming her roommate attacked her with an iron. Fact 3. On the coffee table in the living room, in plain view, there is a small Ziploc baggie containing residue of what the detectives believe to be methamphetamine. Fact 4. Multiple neighbors have already been interviewed. 3 of them, independently, tell detectives that in the early evening of August 23rd, they saw Jessica Kelly walking down the stairs of the apartment building carrying a child wrapped in a blanket. Two of them heard her walk over to a parked car and ask a question. The question, according to those neighbors, was, "Are you ready?" Michelle Martens knows none of this. She thinks she is walking into an interview about a home invasion. She thinks the story she is about to tell will be the only story in the room. She is wrong on both counts. Watch how she starts. No warm-up, no hesitation. She has been rehearsing since the officers pulled up.
All right. So before I question you about, what's going on, I'm just going to advise you of your rights, okay?
Okay.
You do have the right to remain silent, okay? Anything you say can be used against you in court, okay?
Okay.
You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, okay? At any point in time, you can stop answering my questions, all right? Again, we're just here to try to get answers and make sense of what happened, okay? And obviously, it looks like you got some pretty severe injuries.
I'm still trying to figure out why it happened.
Right, so again, I'm just here to get answers,
Okay.
all right?
Okay.
So would you mind talking with me?
Okay, so I came home from the store, and me and my boyfriend went to bed because we were tired. So we were sleeping, and then all of a sudden she comes, my roommate, Jessica, she comes into our bedroom and asks me if I believe in God. And as soon as I said yes, that's when she took a raw metal iron and hit me right in the face. That's where I got
Did
this.
she ask you if you believed in God?
Yeah, before she hit me with the iron.
Okay.
So I don't know if that was an intent on attempting to kill me, but she tried her darndest to.
Okay.
She hit me with the iron here. She hit me with the iron in the back, because I got another cut in the back.
Oh, you do?
With stitches
Okay.
that don't have that much as this one. And then I got a few bumps in the back. And everything, because she just kept hitting me, punching me. She hit me twice with the iron.
Okay.
And then she just I tried to get away, and when I got away, she ran after me, she started punching me, pulling my hair, and I couldn't get up, and I was bleeding all over the place, and she ripped my shirt, and knotted up my hair, and everything, and she just kept fighting me, so then I locked myself in my daughter's room. My daughter wasn't there, but she was supposed to be, and I'm probably gonna get upset.
It's okay.
So I come out of the room, and she took me by the hair again, and she threw me on the floor.
Okay.
And I actually got under her enough to flip her onto the floor so I can get out. But as soon as I got up, she grabbed my hair again, and she took a picture frame and slapped me across the face with it.
Okay.
And then I was working my way towards the door. So as she's pulling my hair, I had to unlock the door and do it that way and open it that way. And I finally got the door pushed open to enough where I could get out and leave her in there. So she had me by my hair, and I'm closing the door, and I almost lock her hand inside the door. But she finally let go, and then when I went out, I was all dizzy and everything from the head injury and everything like that. And as I was going down the steps, she yelled to me, she says, "Your daughter's dead." And I don't know where she's at. So then I went outside, and I met up with my boyfriend at the neighbor's house that called the cops. And then from there we just waited for them to come.
That is the whole story, delivered in one continuous take. She has framed everything. She was asleep. Her boyfriend was asleep. The roommate attacked her. The roommate said something about God. The roommate said her daughter is dead, but the roommate does not know where. And Michelle escapes down the stairs. Notice what is not in that story. There is no moment where she looks for her daughter. There is no moment where she is a mother searching for her 10-year-old. The whole account is about Michelle. What happened to Michelle's face, Michelle's back, Michelle's hair, Michelle's shirt, Michelle's socks. Victoria appears once, at the very end, as a sentenced Jessica yells down the stairwell.
So, can you tell me where Fabian was in all this?
he was in the bedroom with me, and then he tried to get her off of me, and she started beating on him. And then he finally went out and tried to like, get one of the neighbors to call the cops, and then which he did. And when he went out, that's when she actually like locked the door and tried not to let me out. And then that's when she was starting to do all that other stuff, like pull my hair in my daughter's room after I came out and hit me with the picture frame. And then I finally got my way to get out the door.
Oh, okay. All right. Do you by chance remember what time this stuff occurred at?
It was, I would say it was sometime like in early morning, like 5 maybe, around there. I can't remember the exact time.
Okay, you're thinking around 5?
Yeah, I know it was like early morning.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about Fabian, how you met this guy, how long have you known him?
I met him on a dating site.
Okay.
And
What dating site was that?
POF,
What's that?
Plenty of Fish.
It's called what?
Plenty of Fish.
Plenty of Fish?
Mhm.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I known him for about 3-4 months
From the website?
from the website.
Okay. How many times would you say you've met him
I would say about
prior to you guys dating, I guess?
4 or 5 times.
Okay, so through the course of your conversation with him on Plenty of Fish, you guys have met like 4 or 5 times?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. And that was how long ago?
About, I would say about 5 months ago, 4 or 5 months ago.
Okay. Can you tell me how many kids you have?
I have 2.
You have 2. And who are they?
My daughter's 10, she just turned 10, and my son is 8.
What's their names?
Matthew and Victoria.
Okay. Now, do you know if Fabian has any kids or anything?
He has 2 daughters, I believe.
He does?
He said, yeah. I don't know how old they are, but he
Okay.
said he had 2 daughters, but they're with his mom.
Okay. So you guys have been together for, I mean, including your time dating on the website, about 4 or 5 months?
Mm-hmm.
How long has he been living with you at the apartment?
Oh, he just been there like about a month and a half, 2 months.
Oh, okay. So he's lived with you about a couple months?
Yeah.
3 to 4 months, 4 or 5 in-person meetings before dating. Living together for 6 weeks, Michelle has just told the detective, without being asked, that she gave the keys to her home and her daughter to a man she barely knew.
How was you guys' relationship?
It was fine. It was fine until this girl came into it.
When you say this girl, who's that?
Jessica Kelly.
Okay. Well, tell me about her. How did you meet her?
That's actually his cousin.
Okay, so
And-
Jessica's his cousin?
Yeah. And
Okay.
he told me that she had just gotten out of prison and she had no place to stay and everything like that. So I went to go pick him up from her house. Not her house, but from a house that she was at. She was babysitting that person's kids.
Okay.
So I went to go pick him up from there, and
When did you do that?
I would say in June, end of June.
Oh,
It
okay.
had to be like the end of June.
A while back. So
Yeah.
that's the first time you met her, essentially?
Yeah,
Okay.
basically.
Yeah, sorry.
And then, me being the good person I am, he said that he was telling me she had no place to go, that if she can stay with me for a while until she gets back up on her feet, because she had a job interview set up and everything, and
Okay.
that once she gets a job and saves up money, she's gonna go out and get her own apartment. So me, the kindness I am, I was like, sure, why not? So she comes there, and everything was fine. Everything was fine the first, I would say maybe a couple days, week or so. And all of a sudden, just like the last couple days, she's been acting like, oh, weird, like crazy, like everything was like about God and this and that and everything. And
Can
stuff.
you describe a little bit more? about that?
And she would just like me and Phoebe would be laying in bed trying to go to sleep, and she would want him to stay up all night with her reading not Bible structures, but like a book that was just all about Jesus and everything like that.
Okay.
Because I guess her husband was in jail, and she was just like praying, and she was scared that when he gets out or he was gonna come and kill her, and she thought that I was trying to set her up.
Why?
I don't know. She didn't even know me. I was like, I'm trying to help you out. I was like, I'm giving you a place to stay until you get on your feet, and then you're gonna treat me this way?
Mm-hmm.
Every element of Michelle's story about Jessica is designed to make Jessica sound unstable and unpredictable. Freshly out of prison, talking about God, reading a book about Jesus, convinced someone was going to kill her. In the first 15 minutes of the interview, Michelle has done the job of two witnesses. She has told the detective what happened, and she has told the detective who did it.
And then she just like, and then yesterday or this morning was just the telling that she just exploded. I don't know what she was on or anything. It was just weird because she was nice in the morning, and then all of a sudden when it come to night, that's when everything changed.
Okay.
And we ate, and then that's when everything happened.
Okay. Do you know if she consumes any drugs, ingests any drugs, alcohol?
I know she used to do weed, but I don't know if she does anything else.
Okay. All right, what about you? You or Fabian? And again, I'm just asking because it's part of the investigation.
Me, I don't.
Have you?
When I was in New York, I did, but not
What did you
since
used
I
to
was
take?
here. Weed. I smoked weed.
Oh, methamphetamines?
No,
You never tried meth?
no. No, I did not.
This is a test question. The detective already knows what the answer should be. He is not looking for information. He is looking for whether Michelle will lie about something he can verify. She just did.
And Michelle, just remember the questions, we're not here to get you
No, I know.
in trouble, and we're not here to get him in trouble.
I know.
We've been talking to Fabian for a while,
Mm.
okay? And he's given us a lot of information,
Mhm.
all right? About what happened, about the things that he's been doing, about the things that you've been doing, that type of stuff. So
Mhm.
just remember, just be very, very honest, because it's gonna help us solve this.
Yeah.
Okay? So
Okay.
I just want to remind you that, because I don't want you to get stuck on being dishonest
Mhm.
when we already have a lot of the story of what happened.
You know,
Okay.
I mean, if you, again, that's all I'm here for is answers. You know, if you lie about the smallest things about ingesting, any type of drugs,
Mhm.
right? And we're looking at something else, but just a little thing about, okay, yeah, I may have taken drugs, but I'm gonna lie to him about taking it, it
Mhm.
doesn't look good. So I'm just asking,
Just
be transparent and honest. If I ask you a question about, did you ingest any drugs? Did Fabian ingest any drugs, vice versa? You know what I'm saying? I just want honest truth.
Okay.
Okay, because again, we've talked to him and he's given us a lot of information, so that's why I'm asking you.
Mhm.
All right, you guys, I guess you can kind of look at it as follow. We're following up on his interview with you,
Mhm.
right?
Okay.
So that's all,
Mhm.
So would it be fair to say that you guys have taken or, have consumed drugs in the apartment with him? Because I know that he does have a history.
He's asked me to, and I said no,
Asked you to do what?
to smoke weed with him.
Okay.
And I said no. And he's also asked me to do a line, and I said no.
But his drug of choice is meth.
Yeah.
So,
As far
we
as-
already know that. And do
No.
you understand what I mean, Michelle? You really
Yeah.
don't get yourself hemmed up on this, okay?
Yeah.
We're here to help you,
Okay.
okay? Because we know a lot from talking to Fabian. Fabian was honest. It took him a while, but he was honest about what happened to your daughter, about what you guys did, about what you found, okay? He was honest.
That is the reveal. Michelle now knows that Fabian is being interviewed. She knows he has been talking. She knows he has told the detective that he uses meth, and that Michelle knows about it. Watch what she does with this information. She does not go silent. She does not ask for an attorney. She keeps talking.
So you've met him, right? Now you're introduced to Jessica, and you said that she's been how long at the apartment?
About a week and a half,
About a
maybe
week
a
and a
month.
half. So she's,
Week to a month.
well, that's a big difference. A week to a month.
I would say about a week.
About a week.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you said that within the last couple of days, your behavior has been changing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. It's been just getting like weird. She was just like weaking out on whatever she was taking. And I just couldn't understand it.
Gotcha, okay. All right. So that night, okay, you stated that you guys ate dinner, right? What did you guys eat?
We had tacos with beef and potatoes and sour cream.
Okay. And about what time did you guys go to bed, would you say?
It was about midnight, maybe 12:15, 1 o'clock.
Okay, and from the time that you ate dinner to the time you went to sleep, how was Jessica's demeanor?
It was kind of fishy because she like couldn't sit still. She was like constantly getting up, going out on the balcony, having cigarettes, and just like staring at the TV, and just like she just couldn't sit still. And she was like pacing back and forth around the house.
Did anything happen that was odd, I can say, prior to you guys going to sleep that night?
Not that I can do. She was talking to me all normal, and just I asked her if she was hungry, and then that's when Fabian made the tacos, and everything was normal like during the beginning of the day, because she was talking to me like as if we were friends.
Oh, okay. Just like
Just like nothing.
Okay, but then you said that she was acting fishy.
Later on towards that night.
And describe that.
Like just constantly going in and out of the house. Like she would go into my son's room, go back into the living room, and then she would stand there and watch TV and say that the TV is a curse and everything.
She was saying the TV is a curse?
Because the stuff that they were playing on there, and it was the news.
Okay.
So I was just a little like worried. I was like, "Are you sure you're okay?" And she said yes. So I just left it at that, and I didn't say anything else after that.
Okay. Did you see her taking any type of drugs that day?
I didn't see her, no.
Do you know if she did?
By the way she was acting, she might have.
The framing is precise. Every detail about Jessica is engineered to build a psychiatric picture. Pacing, obsessive religiosity, watching a news broadcast and calling the television itself a curse, weaking out. And every detail about Michelle in the same scene is the opposite. She is worried. She is a good roommate asking if Jessica is okay.
All right, so then you state that you and Fabian go to sleep, correct? Between 12:15 and 1? All right, where are you guys at? Where are you guys located in the apartment?
We were on this side, in the master bedroom.
In the master bedroom? Okay. You said Jessica was staying there. Where was she staying? Where was she sleeping? Give me some...
Well, when my son wasn't there, she was sleeping on his bed, but when he was there, she would sleep on the couch.
Okay.
In the living room, which is right next to the master bedroom.
So let me ask you this. Where did she sleep, I guess, last night?
On the couch.
She slept on the couch? Okay. Do you know if she went to sleep right away? Do you know if you can hear? Like, I know you guys said you went to sleep, but can you tell me if you guys have heard any like TV or music or anything, indicating that she may still be awake? You guys hear anything like
before I went to bed, I did hear the TV in the living room, because we had our TV on too in the master bedroom, but she had hers louder than ours in the living room. And then when I dozed off, it's like I didn't hear anything, and then I kept waking up. So I woke up about 2, 3 o'clock.
Okay.
But I didn't go out of the bedroom. I stayed in the bedroom.
Okay.
And went to the bathroom, and then I just went right back and laid down in the bed.
So you said between 2 and 3 you went to the bathroom? Which bathroom?
The master bathroom, which is inside the master bedroom.
Okay. So between 2 and 3 you woke up and went to the bathroom? All right. Did you hear anything when you went up?
The TV's still on, that's about it. I didn't hear her walking around or... So I don't know if she was up, because my door was closed.
Okay. You go to bed. All right. Tell me what's the next thing that you remember?
And the next thing I remember is her coming into the bedroom, asking me if I believe in God, and as soon as I say yes, I have an iron to my face.
Okay, so tell me about that. Were you asleep? And how did you know she came in the bedroom?
Because she came in, and then she was standing like right over my side of the bed, And she asked me, do you believe in God? And like still half asleep, I was like, yes. And all of a sudden, she just like, boom. And then that's how I got that. And then from there on, it was just, I was trying to fight back and I couldn't.
So you were still laying in bed?
Mm-hmm.
And she came to your side?
Mm-hmm. She was standing over my side of the bed.
So which side, so if I'm looking at the bed,
Mhm.
do you sleep on the right side or
On the
left
side. On the right side.
So you sleep on the right
Yes.
side, is that the side closest to the bed,
The bathroom? Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
and she came on that side?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, did you hear her come into the room or?
I did not.
So, okay, so at what point did you know that she was there?
When she asked me if I believed in God, because then I woke up a little bit and I turned over to her and I said yes, and then I turned back over to Fabian, and then that's when she called me.
Which one? Was it this one or the one?
Both of them. It was both of them because
Which one did she get you first though, is what I'm asking.
I think it's the back one. I think it was the back one because I was sleeping towards Fabian,
Mhm.
and the back one is the one that got me first, and then when I turned around, she hit me again.
Okay, so when you looked at Fabian, were you still laying in the bed?
Yes.
Okay,
Mhm.
and then she hit you there first,
Mhm.
according to what you can recall, right?
Mhm.
And then you said you turned back around, is that
Mhm.
correct?
Yes.
And then she hit you in the front?
Yeah, because I went to go get off the bed, but then I couldn't get off that way because she was there, so I jumped off the front of the bed.
The detective is doing something specific here. He is making Michelle nail down which side, which hit was first, which direction she turned. Every physical detail she commits to is a detail crime scene technicians can either confirm or eliminate. She does not seem to realize this. She keeps supplying detail.
So you get up,
Mhm.
where's Fabian at this point?
Fabian got up and tried to get her off of me, saying, Jessica, what are you doing? What are you doing? And she hit him too.
Okay,
And I guess after she hit him, she came back to me and she told me that Fabian left. And then me and her were just in the house because he left to go get the neighbors to call the cops.
where did he go?
He went out the front door,
He went out the front door?
which I tried to get out and she wouldn't let me get out.
Okay, so he went out the front door?
Mm-hmm.
What time, would you say?
I would say maybe 5:30.
Okay. Around 5:30?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And where did he go?
He went to the neighbors in 407.
Okay.
Do you guys know them?
No, they just moved there. They just moved into that apartment.
So why all the way over to 407?
But I guess everybody else wasn't answering. I don't know what was going on when he was out there because I just knew he was out there. I didn't know where he was because I was trying to get out as well.
Have you ever met the tenants there in 407?
No, that was the first time I met them.
When, today?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
This morning. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Fabian's fighting with you, right? Or I mean with her.
Mm-hmm.
You're fighting, or I guess you guys are fighting together.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see what happened to what she hit you with?
I don't know. I didn't see it because she had my head down the whole time because she had my hair. She had my head down, just kept hitting me with this, hitting me with that, and then ramming my head into the table, trying to choke me out, trying to like just make me not breathe, and it was horrible.
She rammed your head into which table?
The table in the living room, there's like a little dining room table that's
Okay.
right there next to the living room.
Right.
She hit it on the leg there, and then
Hit your head?
yeah, she
Okay.
banged it, and I guess that's where those bumps came from.
Okay.
And then I have another little table there that I think I might have bumped my head by mistake when she like pushed me down with her knee. She had her knee on my neck. And then that's when I finally got the chance to like pull her under and try and get out. And I finally got up and worked my way towards the door.
Okay, well, did you ever go into the kitchen at all?
I did.
You did?
I did,
Tell me
to
about
try
that.
and get away from her. And I went into the kitchen and then she's like, come on. She's like, come on, we're gonna go pray. And I says, no. I was like, Jessica. I was like, stop. I was like, get away from me. And she was like, come on. And then she grabbed me and then she grabbed my hair again and just started beating me again, beating me. It's horrible.
Okay. Did you go into any other rooms inside that house?
The other room I would say I didn't go into was my son's room. Every other room
So you went into the bathroom also? The living room bathroom?
oh no, not the bathroom, no. I didn't go into the living room bathroom, or I didn't go into the master bathroom except for when I went to go use the bathroom.
She just told the detective, unprompted, that she did not go into the bathroom. He did not ask her whether she had been in the bathroom. He asked if she went into any other rooms. She heard the word bathroom in her own head and volunteered a denial. That kind of preemptive denial is what interrogators are trained to listen for.
Did you ever ask her anything about your daughter?
As I was going out and going down the stairs, and she says my daughter's dead. But I don't know where she put her.
When we put her?
And because when me and Fabian were coming home, I saw her carrying my daughter outside the house.
Really?
And I asked her, where is she going? She's like, I was going to take her with me. I was like, where? And she didn't answer me. So I thought my daughter was just sleeping because it was about the time where she was to go to bed. And then after all this, and then after I made my way out to the porch and working my way down the stairs to go try and knock on the neighbors' doors, she said, by the way, his daughter's dead.
Michelle has now added a new detail to the story, one that wasn't there 10 minutes ago. She saw Jessica carrying Victoria outside the house earlier in the day. She says Jessica told her she was going to take Victoria with her, and Michelle says she thought her daughter was just sleeping. This is the first sighting the audience should track. Michelle has now placed herself in the parking lot, watching Jessica walk down the stairs with Victoria in her arms, hours before the attack she just described. The detective does not react to it yet. He is going to make her repeat it.
Okay, so just to help me understand.
Okay.
I know this is a lot for you, and again, I'm so sorry.
No.
Okay, you've been through hell.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but I just want to kind of go back. You mentioned that, was it the day before this incident or the night before this incident, you saw Jessica carrying?
It was the same day. This is all on the same day during the day.
So this morning,
Mhm.
you went over with Fabian around 5. So that's what I'm trying to get a good timeline.
Mhm.
All right. How long before that did you see her carrying your daughter? And how do you know it was your daughter?
Because we went to the store, me and Fabian, we went to the store, and then we came back, and it was around, I would say maybe 5:30.
6? Between
Around there.
5:36?
Because it was still daylight out.
So today's the 24th, so you're talking about tomorrow, or yesterday, on Tuesday?
Yeah. No. Yeah. Yes.
So
Yes, we
yesterday,
turned it in,
Tuesday,
yeah.
the 23rd.
Yes.
Around
Mhm.
what time?
5:30, 6 o'clock.
You and Fabian went to the store?
Yeah, and then
Which store?
we went to the Giant.
Okay, 5:30. Which Giant?
The one on Paradise and Universe.
Okay, so you know that video.
Mhm.
So is it gonna, do you think their video will confirm your story about you guys going to the Giant?
They might. They could.
It's a yes or no.
Yes.
You pause there, because you're thinking. Are you telling me the truth about that? Because I don't think you are. Because again, we talked to Fabian, and we got a different story.
Mhm.
Again, I'm asking you to be honest, because we're looking at some serious stuff here.
Mhm.
You know, this is not some petty, battery call, okay?
Mhm.
You know, I'm asking you to be honest.
Okay.
Okay, you didn't really go to the Giant, did you?
No.
Okay, so why would you lie about it?
Because we were supposed to go get cigarettes.
No, you need to tell me the truth. Why would you lie about that? Again,
This is the first crack. She has just admitted she lied, and the detective has told her exactly how he caught her. Fabian gave a different story. Every future detail she provides now sits under that shadow.
all right?
Okay.
Because there's certain things that I already know. Again, I've talked to Fabian, and you need to think about this. We talked to Fabian. Did the whole thing, advised him of his rights, everything like that. Homeboy doesn't want to go to jail. Okay, he told us everything. All right, so you need to think right now about just telling us the truth about everything. Okay, what really happened in the apartment, right? Between you, Jessica, and Fabian. what really happened, and what really happened to your daughter. Because that's what we're here for. That's what we need to get answers of. Okay? So I'm just asking you just to be honest. Okay? The worst thing to do right now is lie about something small because then it looks like you're lying about other things. Okay? I'm just asking you to be honest.
Okay.
All right? So I'm gonna let you explain and hopefully tell me the truth on what you guys are really doing.
We came from his uncle's house
Okay?
over there in the South Valley.
And okay.
And we were hanging out there for a while.
Okay.
And then we ran our way back because Jessica was supposed to pick up my daughter from the bus. And I got a text from my neighbor
Okay.
saying that Victoria was at her house because she was trying to get a hold of me. I was like, okay, well, I'm coming right there. And then I told Fabian that she didn't go pick her up from the bus. That's when we left and we started heading home.
Okay.
And then once we got home from there, like from the time that she went to the house from the neighbor's house, because my daughter went up to the house when Jessica was in the house because she knocked on the door and Jessica let her in.
You mean before you guys showed up?
Yeah, because the neighbor told me that she went into the house.
Okay.
And so she went in there, and then from the time that until the time that me and Fabian pulled up, because it's a good maybe half hour, 45 minutes before, or maybe depending on the traffic, from his uncle's house to my house.
Okay.
We pulled up, and that's when I seen her walking down the stairs with my daughter in her hands.
The real timeline. Michelle and Fabian were not at the store. They were at his uncle's house in the South Valley. Jessica was at the apartment, alone, and Victoria came home from school and found Jessica there.
And you knew something was wrong with your daughter.
I knew something. I thought she was sleeping, but I didn't.
Michelle,
But I knew.
honey, listen, I'm a mom,
I know.
okay? And you're a mom, okay? And let me just tell you something. Miss your when there is something wrong with your child, you know it. And you already knew that something bad had happened. And so did Fabian. Because we talked to him. Okay? So you need to be honest. When did you first know that there was something wrong?
When I saw her coming down the stairs with her in her arms.
Okay.
And then when I went back upstairs, she took blankets from my son's room and put them in the washing machine. So I thought that it smelled like pee because my son has a problem wetting the bed at night. So she's like, yeah, I'm just gonna wash them.
But you guys, you need to back up. When you went and checked on her. When you went and checked on your daughter. Tell me about that.
I went into the room and she wasn't there.
Okay, and where was she?
I don't know, she hit the body.
No, where was she? We're not gonna go down this path. We're not gonna go down the path of you lying, okay? Where was she?
In her room.
Okay. And then when you guys moved her to the bathroom, tell me about that.
I moved her to the bathroom.
Your daughter.
Michelle, listen, you need to be honest about everything.
Okay.
Okay? The more you lie or say I don't know, it's not gonna help you. Okay? Fabian's already opened up about everything and about how you were, your involvement as well as Jessica's. Okay? We're just asking for the truth.
I didn't even go in. I swear to God, I'm telling you the truth.
Okay.
I didn't take my daughter into the bathroom.
Watch that exchange. The detective throws out one word, bathroom, and adds an accusatory frame around it. Michelle does not challenge the frame. She does not say, wait, why are you saying I moved her? She jumps straight to a denial. That means the word bathroom has landed on something. She now knows the detective knows about the bathtub.
So Michelle, here's the deal. You know that your daughter, there's something terribly wrong. You knew that. And you also helped clean up in the kitchen and in her bedroom. We already know that. Okay? And you're a good mom.
you're a good mom, and you've taken care of those kids. You love those kids, but you got put in a really bad spot. You did.
I did.
Yeah, see, that's all we're asking, is just explain.
Yeah.
You know, we understand that you're at the wrong place, wrong time, and, you know, you and your daughter are victims.
Yeah.
But we need to know the truth, you know? We need to know everything.
And we know that you got put in a spot to where it was either go along with what they were doing,
Mm-hmm.
or, I mean, you could get hurt too.
Yeah. And that's what I was afraid of, because I didn't want to get hurt.
Okay.
And I didn't want my daughter to get hurt.
Okay, but your daughter did get hurt.
She did.
Okay. So, let's start from there, okay? So when you went in and you found your daughter, tell me about that.
I just saw her laying there.
Okay.
Was she in her bedroom?
Yes.
Where was she laying?
On her bed.
Okay, so tell us about that, because we know you didn't just look in and just take a peek.
I did.
No, listen, be honest, this is your daughter. If I thought something was wrong with my son or daughter, I'm not gonna just peek. I'm gonna be a concerned parent, and I'm gonna do everything I can to figure out what's going on.
Yep.
The detective has framed Michelle as a victim. She has agreed. She has just said, out loud, that she was in a bad spot. But when he pivots to the moment she found her daughter, watch what she does. She says she just took a peek. She saw a lady in there, not her 10-year-old, a lady.
So Michelle, let me ask you some questions, and maybe that'll kind of help. Who moved her from the bedroom to the bathroom?
Jessica did.
Jessica did. Okay. And when she did, what did she do with her clothes?
I don't know where her clothes were at.
Okay, about what time did you see her move Victoria to the bathroom? What time did you see that? What time did that happen at?
About 7:30.
PM? So the day before?
Mm-hmm. No,
So-
the same day.
Right,
That
so
night.
let me
Yeah,
ask you
that
this. This is after you saw her walking down, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you saw Jessica put her in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Because when we pulled up, she went right back upstairs.
right, okay. So let me ask you this. When you guys went back upstairs, did you see her put Victoria back into her bedroom, or did she just put her in the bathroom right away?
Put her right in the bathroom.
Okay, so you saw her put her in the bathroom, okay? Now what went through your mind?
I was like, well, what's going on? And then it's like, I usually don't use that bathroom, and when I went in there, I didn't.
Michelle, you already knew that she was dead. You knew that. And I'm sorry, honey, but you gotta be honest, okay? And I know it's hard. But you knew she was.
Right.
What we need to know is, what was the conversation about what you guys were gonna do with her? Or not you, because I know that you were trying to stop it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
But Jessica and Fabian made the decision that they were gonna get rid of her.
Are you serious?
Michelle.
Michelle, listen, you.
Michelle. You know that I'm serious because you were a part of that conversation,
And you need to open up and be honest about it,
okay?
okay? I'm just asking you to be honest, all right? Because we know now that we already knew, but, you know, you just also stated, you know, we know that you saw her put her in the bathroom, okay? So we also know that you didn't go to bed after that and just be like, oh, I have no idea what happened or anything like that, okay?
Mm.
I've been inside the apartment,
Yeah.
all right? I've seen all of the evidence. I've seen everything, okay? I know that what you say took place in your bedroom didn't actually take place in the
Mhm.
bedroom. And also Fabian, he clarified that, okay? So we just need you to clarify exactly what happened and what this conversation was, because I know.
That is the pivot point of interview 1. Michelle has now placed herself in the apartment, has admitted she saw Jessica put Victoria in the bathroom, and has admitted it happened around 7:30 in the evening, hours before the attack she initially described. Look at the phrasing when she gets caught. Are you serious? That is not a denial. That is a stall. She is checking to see how much he knows.
I didn't know he had partaken in it. I really didn't. I thought it was just Jessica.
Okay.
Okay, so at what point, let me ask you this. Okay, at what point did you know that she was dead? Let's start off there. We can start off slow. Okay, and then we can start getting some more questions answered. But that's a big one. And you need to be honest about that. Because again, we've already talked to Fabian. All right? I'm just asking the truth. At what point did you know that your daughter was dead?
When she wasn't in her room anymore.
You mean when she was in the bathtub? Okay. Now describe how she looked. Because I know you went in there and saw her. I know you looked at her. She's your daughter.
I didn't.
Michelle?
I didn't go in the bathroom. I swear to you guys.
Okay, so here, listen. From a mom to a mom, okay? I know that you protect your kids. It's been you and your kids for a long time, right? Just you and your kids. You bring this guy in. You think it's a good guy. And then he brings this girl with him, who's his family, right? His cousin. She hurts your daughter. And I'm not gonna beat around the bush with you. We talked to Fabian. We know that they talked about getting rid of her body. We know that you guys had to clean the bedroom floor, the kitchen floor.
One admission and one denial in the same breath. She knew her daughter was dead. She did not go into the bathroom. Both cannot be true. Either she never saw the body and does not know how she died, or she saw the body and lied about being in the bathroom.
Okay. You have to look out for yourself right now. You know, your daughter's dead. And you're aware of that. You know, the weird thing is to me is that you're not showing really too much emotion about your daughter. Okay? And Fabian, he doesn't care about you. I don't mean to say it, I don't mean to sound rude. Okay, right now this guy's looking out for himself. Straight up. He's singing like a songbird. He already told us what happened. Alright? I need your side of the story, because if I don't get your side of the story, then I have his and it matches up with the evidence and we're gonna leave. And that's gonna be that. And then you know the rest of the story on stuff like, you know, when stuff like this happens. I'm just asking you to explain. If you were not involved, okay, I need you to explain what you observed and heard, because I know without a shadow of a doubt that you saw some things that you should not have seen after she was put in the bathtub.
Yep.
And I know you heard things you should not have heard. Okay? And you may be sitting here like, okay, well, am I in trouble because I didn't say anything? I'm gonna say no right now. You know why? Because there's many reasons why you may not say anything. You were scared. You didn't know what to do. You're like, oh my God, is this really happening? Who knows? That's what we're here for. Let me be your voice.
2 moves in one speech. First, the observation that Michelle is not showing much emotion about her dead daughter, a comment planted specifically to make her aware that her behavior is being recorded and read. Second, the offer, let me be your voice. He is inviting her to co-write her own testimony. It is a technique. It will work.
Michelle, can I ask you a question? We already talked about how you saw her coming down the stairs, and you knew that there was something wrong with your daughter, and that you went back upstairs, and that you watched Jess take her into the bathroom and put her in the bathtub, okay? So we've already gotten past we went to his uncle's house, or we went here, okay? So after Jess takes her into the bathroom, what did you see when you went in there?
I didn't go into the
Yes, you did. Michelle, be honest. Please, honey. What did you see?
I am being honest with you. I didn't go into the bathroom.
Okay.
I thought she put her I saw her go that way. But I thought she put her into the bedroom.
Okay.
So I thought she was sleeping. And so when...
Michelle, I'm gonna stop you for a sec. You said you watched her put her in the bathtub. You said that. You can't lie. Okay?
Michelle,
We already know what she did, but you need to talk and tell us.
you need to look out for yourself. Okay? For your daughter's sake. For your daughter's sake. You know what? Yeah, you know what? Something bad happened. You can rectify it. You know what? You can own up. Say, I made a mistake, whatever, we made a mistake, but own up to it. He doesn't care right now about you or anybody else. He's freaking, diming you and Jessica out. Saying that, yada, 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 you guys did all of this. And he's trying to save his skin. Well, I don't know. He's trying to save his skin, so that's what we're just giving you an opportunity. Okay, because I know that you saw more than what you're telling me, and you heard more than what you're telling us. Okay, and the more you keep saying, well, I don't know, I can't put words in your mouth. I'm not gonna put words in your mouth, but I need to hear the truth from you, because if I leave here and I don't get the true story, then I have to do what I have to do. I don't have to sit here and talk to you, but I want to, because there's certain things that only you know. Okay?
I just asked Jessica what happened,
Okay?
to my daughter. But she didn't answer. She was like nothing.
Okay.
And then what happened?
That's when I stepped out for a cigarette.
Okay.
Because I just had that gut feeling that something was wrong. So I stepped out and I had a cigarette on the balcony. And then she was up. She was up just pacing the apartment and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when we all got hungry. Around midnight, 12:15. And then that's when Fabian cooked the tacos. And then after that, we put everything in bed. We cleaned the kitchen countertops, cleaned all the dishes and everything. And then we went back into the room and we went to bed.
What did you clean off the kitchen countertops?
The crumbs and the sour cream and the cheese from the tacos. And then we did the dishes to make sure there were no dishes left in the sink.
And that was at what time?
After about 12:30.
But you said that you knew that your daughter was dead around 7. You said you knew your daughter was dead around 7. Explain that.
This is the moment the video breaks open. Michelle has now told the detective the following. In her own words, she saw Jessica carrying her daughter down the stairs. She went back upstairs and did not see her daughter. She stepped out onto the balcony to smoke a cigarette. She was hungry at midnight. Fabian cooked tacos. They cleaned the countertops. They did the dishes. Then they went to bed. The window between finding out her 10-year-old was dead and going to bed with her boyfriend is filled with cigarettes and tacos and dishwashing. That is not narration. That is her own timeline.
Let me ask you this, because it may just be hard to say, okay? When Jessica and Fabian did what they did in the bathroom, where did they get the knife?
Probably from the kitchen.
From the
Because
kitchen?
that's I have the box knives there. To, like the big sharp knives.
Okay. And what did they do with it after?
I don't know. I don't know where the knife is.
You don't know what it is? Okay.
Who did you see with the knife?
Okay.
It's okay. You're doing good.
Jessica.
Okay.
You saw Jessica with the knife? Okay, and where was Fabian at during this time?
I don't know if he was outside already. Like if he went back into the bedroom or if he went outside to have a cigarette. I don't know where he was.
Okay, well, you saw her with the knife, so that means you were pretty close to where she was at. So where were you at?
I was in the living room.
Okay, and where was she at?
In the bathroom.
She was in the bathroom, okay.
Michelle has now placed Jessica Kelly in the bathroom with a knife from Michelle's own kitchen, while Michelle was standing in the living room. Every element of that sentence is verifiable against the crime scene.
Were you threatened at all to keep your mouth shut?
Yes.
All right, so tell me about that.
Fabian said that if I say anything to anybody, or Jessica, if I say anything to anybody, that they'll come after me.
So Fabian told you that too?
Mm-hmm.
And tell me this, why did Fabian tell you that?
I don't know why he said it, but it's just like, if you say anything to anybody, you'll be the next one.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And I think that's why Jessica did the dirty work. And I think
Who was the ringleader, would you say?
Jessica.
Explain dirty work.
Like with the iron and everything like that, the one to actually do it.
But tell me, what do you mean, like because we know that she didn't wake you guys up and hit you over the head with the iron. We already know that. So can you explain that part of it?
She didn't, because that's how I got to bed.
Well, no.
I know, but what I'm saying is, it wasn't this, oh my gosh, we don't know where my daughter is, because she already been killed and cut up, and you knew that. But how did this all happen? Did you guys get in a fight because they thought you were gonna talk?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I was scared.
The fabricated attack story has now been completely rewritten by the person who told it. Michelle just confirmed the fight with Jessica did not happen the way she described in the first 15 minutes of the interview. The fight happened because Jessica and Fabian thought she was going to talk, and by that point, Victoria was already dead and had already been cut up.
So how did they kill her?
I didn't see them do it, but I saw the knife.
Okay.
It was the one from the kitchen,
Okay.
from the box. And they stabbed her.
And what did they do?
I didn't see what they did with the pieces.
Pieces of
With the
what?
body. With the body.
Okay.
Okay.
I know where she got stabbed.
Where?
In the stomach.
And at what point, where was she at in the house when you noticed this?
That's when I saw her in the bathroom.
Okay.
And then I was in shock, so I left. I didn't know what to do.
Okay. Who stabbed your daughter?
Jessica.
Michelle just told the detective she was in the bathroom. 20 minutes ago, she swore, on God, that she had never been in the bathroom.
They cut off her body parts. They cut off her body parts.
Where?
Her arms.
They cut off her arms? Okay. And what did they do with those arms?
Put them in the bathtub.
Where did they cut off her arms?
In the bedroom on the bed.
In her bedroom? Okay. So listen, I know that you saw what they were doing. I bet it was horrific. I know it's horrific. But I need you to tell me what you saw them do. I need you, no matter how, I know it's gonna be hard, okay? But I need you to be as specific as you can on what you saw them doing and who was doing it. I need you to be very specific, okay? Can you do that for me?
I saw Jessica
Okay.
doing most of the work.
Okay.
She was getting her in the stomach in the bedroom.
Okay.
Then they started cutting off her arms, putting them pieces in the bathtub.
Okay. tell me who was cutting? Because we know that probably more than one knife was used. So, who was doing what?
Jessica was holding, Baby was cutting with a knife.
Okay.
Why were they taking her arms?
They figured maybe it would be easier to hide the body from me.
Okay.
Okay.
And I couldn't watch anymore.
What's that?
I said that I couldn't watch anymore.
So you were watching at the beginning, but after that you couldn't watch anymore?
After I saw Jessica stabbing her in the stomach, and after I saw them like holding her.
She is describing the moment two adults cut apart her 10-year-old daughter. There is no crying. There are no words like, my baby, or my Victoria. She uses the word pieces. That word choice is not narration. That is her own.
Was she dead before she started stabbing her in the stomach?
Wait,
I don't know.
let me ask you this. Was she clothed?
Yes.
She had clothes on?
And she had her little pink pants on, her pink fleece pants.
Oh, she had her pants on?
Mm-hmm.
Did she have a shirt on?
I didn't see one. I didn't see one on her.
Okay.
Pink fleece pants. No shirt. Note that. Michelle has just placed her daughter's body in a specific state of dress when the stabbing began. The autopsy will confirm or contradict that, and the missing shirt will matter later.
When I went to the house, into the room, Jessica was over her with a pillow, suffocating her.
And when was this?
When she was in her room. When she was in her room.
Okay. And you saw Jessica do this? Why did this happen?
I don't know. I don't know why it happened.
Well, I know you know, because more's coming out. Okay, I know you know why it happened. I just need you to be honest. I'd rather you tell me now, right, than me find out later, hey, she's saying I didn't know, but we really know that she did know, right? I'd just rather you be honest and tell me now. Because nobody just does it for no reason. You know? The fact that they're trying to do what they do what they did to the dog's body, they're trying to get rid of it, they're trying to hide it, they're trying to cover up. So what are they trying to cover up? You know, and as far as I'm concerned right now, like, what are you trying to cover up?
I don't have anything
Okay,
to
so,
cover up.
right, so that's what I'm asking, right? See, that's what I'm getting at. The little lies makes me think that. So don't lie to me. Just tell me the truth. Why? Why did it happen? Because that's a question that I have to be able to explain. Because they're gonna ask me, well, why did they do it? She's saying she doesn't know. Well, we know it's a bunch of horse poop, right? I don't like to cuss. Anyway.
Michelle, did you go along with them when they started taking your daughter's body apart because she had gotten the drugs and you were afraid that you were going to get in trouble too?
No. I didn't go along.
And I don't mean like you helped them,
Oh,
but correct me if I'm wrong, okay? Your daughter got some of the meth that you guys had out on the table and she died. Am I right?
mm-hmm.
Okay. And after she dies, you're afraid that you're gonna get in trouble because she's your daughter, it's your house. She ingested these drugs and now she's dead. Am I right? Yeah.
Two admissions in one exchange. First, Jessica smothered Victoria with a pillow in Victoria's bedroom. Second, Michelle just agreed to a version of events in which Victoria died from taking meth from the coffee table. This is a story Michelle can live with. The meth was Jessica's. Victoria took it by accident. Jessica and Fabian panicked. Michelle was just there. Watch how she settles into it.
Now, whose idea was it, Jessica or Fabian, to start cutting her up?
I think they both had participated in it.
Well,
It wasn't one.
It wasn't one or the other?
No.
Okay.
Did you see that while participating in it?
Yes,
You did?
because Jessica was holding and Fabian was cutting.
Okay. Now, you stated that you saw Jessica smother her with a pillow. Tell me about that.
With her pillow in her bedroom. While the mother was holding the arms, she had the pillow over her face.
Who was holding the arms?
Jessica, she was holding the arms like this, and then she was holding the pillow with her stomach.
Was she on top of your daughter?
Like on the back side of her, like on the top where like up here, while arms getting held.
And you saw her on top?
Yes.
Did you say anything?
I told her to get off. I said, why are you doing this?
Let me ask you this. Did Jessica do anything else to your daughter?
Michelle just told the detective, in her own words, that she was in Victoria's bedroom while Jessica was on top of Victoria with a pillow, and that she told Jessica to get off. She placed herself in the room. Then she watched.
I think Jessica gave her drugs
You think Jessica gave her drugs?
because she had them on the table. She had the meth bags
Okay.
on the table.
And you saw meth bags on the table?
Yeah. The crystal
Crystals? On which table?
on the living room table, the little table.
Okay.
Yeah, when I noticed my daughter, the bag wasn't there.
Did you know your daughter had taken some or eaten some?
Maybe think it was candy, like the Pop Rocks.
Right.
Yeah?
Those
Okay,
Pop Rocks.
it's a possibility.
Cause she don't know.
Well, and you're a good mom. You don't have drugs and stuff like that in the house, so she
No.
probably had never seen them before.
Okay, so that's what we're getting at.
Michelle, maybe this will make it easier. What time did you see Victoria, after she ate the meth, go into her room? Around what time was that?
It was about 3, 4.
Okay.
She had just gotten out of school, so she just got out of school, so it was like 4:30.
Okay. Okay, and that makes more sense. So, tell me, she goes into her room. Where are you, Fabian, and Jessica at that time?
I was in the bedroom
Mm-hmm.
watching TV.
Okay.
Fabian was with me in the bedroom, and Jessica was in the living room.
Okay. And from there, what happened?
And then that's when I went to go check on my daughter, because I was about to start making dinner.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I went to go check on her, and she wasn't moving.
Okay.
Okay.
Was she breathing? Okay. So what'd you do? It's okay. Were you scared?
I was,
Okay.
because I didn't know what happened until I realized that the bag was missing.
Okay.
You said bag missing?
The bag.
The bag on the,
Oh, that
on the
little bag,
table,
yeah.
yeah.
So, did you stay in the room or did you leave the room?
I left the room.
Okay. And where did you go?
outside on the balcony
Okay.
because I was in shock and I couldn't take it. And I asked her, and I was like, why? They're like, this isn't my fault.
She checked on her daughter. Victoria was not moving. The bag was missing. Michelle went outside on the balcony. Her word for that moment: "This isn't my fault." This is the version of the story Michelle has now committed to for the first interview. Victoria ate meth from the coffee table by accident. Jessica smothered her with a pillow. Jessica and Fabian cut her body apart. Michelle stayed. Michelle cleaned. Michelle ate tacos. Michelle went to bed with her boyfriend. Then the fight happened, hours later, when Jessica came at her with an iron. That is where the first interview ends. There is a break. Michelle is left alone in the room. Then a different detective walks in.
Hey, sweetie.
How you doing, ma'am? I'm Corey.
Hi.
It's nice to meet you.
Josh is gonna go back in and talk to Fabian a little bit. So I just wanted to come back in so that way we can kind of continue on going through, okay? So when we left before, we were talking about how, and you said around 4 or 5, that you noticed that there was the meth on the table, right? And then what time, kind of explain to me that again, what time did Victoria come home, and when did you notice the meth was gone?
She gets home about 4:30 because the bus gets there about 4. So
Okay.
she went to her friend's house because she didn't see me at the bus stop.
Okay.
And her friend sent her back to the house around 4:30, 4:45, around there. And then that's about the time that me and Fabian, we got back at about 4:50, 5 o'clock, around there.
And where were you and Fabian at?
We went to his uncle's.
Okay. Okay.
And we came back and that's when I saw the bag on the table.
Okay.
And then
It's okay. Take your time.
I went to use the restroom
Mm-hmm.
and I came back and it was gone. And
Okay.
Victoria was the only one in the living room. So then she said she started feeling tired, so she was gonna go to bed.
Okay.
So she went in there.
She went into her room? Okay.
And never came back out.
Okay. Did you, what happened next? Did you go check on it?
I always check on her.
Mm-hmm.
When I checked on her, she seemed to be breathing. Because I checked, I always look at her stomach, see it was going up and down. And that was the last time that I checked on her.
Okay. And what happened next?
So then, after that,
Okay.
Fabian said he was gonna go check on her for me. So he went to go check on her, and that was the time she wasn't breathing. And that's when he told me, she's not breathing.
And what did you do?
I got up and, what do you mean she's not breathing? And then I looked on the table and I put the notice that the bag was gone. I was like, did she get a hold of that? And they're like, she might have. I
Okay.
was like, what was the only thing there?
And where was the bag at?
On the living room table, on
Okay.
the coffee table.
The story shifts a little every time she tells it. In the first interview, she was in the master bedroom watching TV when she checked on Victoria. In this second interview, it is Fabian who went to check. In this version, it is Fabian who came out and said Victoria is not breathing.
When did you and Fabian go to his brother's house to buy some weed? When was that? Was that before this or after?
That was before this,
Okay.
because I wasn't home. I wasn't home to get Victoria at the bus stop. And then that's what made her go to her friend's house.
Okay.
And then her friend sent her back to the house when Jessica was there. So
So,
I don't know what went on when I wasn't there.
so do you remember when you and Fabian were back in the parking lot? When you guys got back to
Me
the
and him were
apartment?
sitting in the car.
Okay, and you guys, what were you doing?
We were listening to the music.
Okay, and what did you see with Jessica? What happened with Jessica?
She was coming down the stairs with my daughter in a blanket.
And why was that?
I don't know.
You do know.
So
let's-
she killed her.
Let's back up.
I'm just trying to get the times right, because it's kind of getting a little confusing, do you know what I mean?
So let's back up to where you find her and she's dead on the bed. Okay? What happens from there? There's a conversation between you and Fabian and Jessica. What is that conversation?
He said if I tell anybody that I'm gonna be the next one,
Okay.
they threatened me.
And what did you guys decide to do with your daughter? With Victoria? Your baby girl. This is your 10-year-old baby girl, Victoria. What did you guys decide to do?
They put me in the bathtub.
Okay. What happened then? Because you were there and you saw and you watched. Am I right? Yeah.
Watch how she uses the word decide. What did you guys decide to do? Put in the bathtub. She just told the detective she was part of a decision.
And before that was the time I saw Jessica stabbing her in the stomach.
Okay.
And then with the pillow over her head.
So explain the whole pillow over her head. What was that for?
Because it's a grip to hold her hands.
So was she already
Because she
dead?
was already.
Oh, okay. So you see her and can you kind of explain to me, she's holding her hands?
And Jessica's holding her hands. And Fabian was cutting her arm.
So they were cutting her arms off in the bedroom.
And
Okay.
then they put her in the bathtub.
Okay. When did they start cutting her leg off?
After they were, you know,
After what?
after her burn.
After her? Okay. So what you're saying is Jessica was holding her arms and Fabian was cutting? Okay. So Fabian had the knife at that point? Okay. But you said that Jessica stabbed her in the stomach? Okay. Why?
It's like they were taking turns at her.
Okay. And when you saw this, you didn't call 911 because you were afraid that the cops were gonna know that there were drugs in the house?
And that they were gonna kill me right there on the spot.
The role of the pillow has now changed. In the first interview, Jessica used the pillow to smother Victoria. In the second interview, Michelle says the pillow was a grip to hold her hands. This inconsistency is going to come back later.
How did Victoria die, do you know?
She tasted the meth that was on the table.
Okay, so because you said something a minute ago, you said that Jessica stabbed her?
And it was after she was already dead.
Okay.
So you know that she took the meth and that's what killed her? Okay. So you guys, or you watch, but Jessica and Fabian cut your daughter up, Victoria. They cut her arms off, they cut her leg off, they cut her from here to here, Victoria. They cut her. And you watch, right?
I couldn't. After I saw that she was starting to cut her arm, I left.
What do you mean you left?
I went outside.
Okay. So explain to me what happened after that. You guys started cleaning up?
And they started cleaning up.
What did you do?
I was in the kitchen,
What did you do in the
getting
kitchen?
ready to make dinner, making the tacos. And then Fabian took over after he was finished.
So after you guys cut the arms off of Victoria, cut her leg off, and wrapped her up in a blanket and put her in the bathtub, right? Then you went and made dinner. And what did Jessica and Fabian do?
I feel like nothing ever happened.
Okay. Were they cleaning up?
And Jessica was.
Jessica was she cleaning up where? What part of the house was she cleaning?
Matthew's room.
Okay.
Then that's when I saw her take the blankets from his room to the washing machine.
Okay.
Because the washing machines are in the kitchen.
She started making tacos while her daughter was in the bathtub. She noted that Fabian eventually took over the cooking. Then Jessica did the laundry.
I'd like to do something with you really quick, okay? Can you draw me kind of your apartment? Like where your daughter's room is, where your bedroom is, where the kitchen is, where the bathroom, do you know what I mean? Can you draw that for me? And if you can, kind of put walls so that way I can see where. So that's the master bedroom.
And then there's like a little hallway.
Okay.
And then there's the bathroom. And then that's the bedroom.
So can you put like a box just so that, or however the bathroom is shaped, just so that way I know? Okay. So this is the bathroom that's
In
the
the
master
master.
bathroom. Okay.
And then there's the door to the bedroom.
Okay.
And then there's the living room. The patio door.
Okay, so patio. And then where's your daughter's room? Where's Victoria's room? Sorry. So can you just put Victoria's room?
Yeah, it's like the living room's there, and then there's like a little hallway that goes this way,
Okay.
and then two bedrooms split off this way,
Mhm.
and then this is Victoria's room,
And
and
then
then
what?
this is mine.
Okay, so they have separate rooms.
Mhm.
Okay.
And then here's the bathroom,
Okay.
and then this is the kitchen, and then this is the front door.
Front door. Okay. So, can you show me where on here? Can you show me, because you said that there's a table in the living room,
Yes,
where the meth was. So can you show me where that table's at?
I have my couch here against the wall,
Mm-hmm.
and then I have the little living room table right there, and it was right there on the table.
Okay. So can you just put meth in an arrow just so that way I know that that's what that's at? All right. So where did Victoria go when this was missing?
She was sitting on the couch.
Okay. So can you just put like V1 for Victoria 1 so that way we can show that that's where she was at when the meth was on the table?
Okay.
Okay.
And then she, because I have a little thing here that has the TV.
Okay.
And then she got up, and then she went to her bedroom.
Okay. So can you, and we'll just flip this over so you can use your back. Can you show me, say this is her bedroom, can you show me where her bed and her dresser and that type of stuff are?
Her bed is next to the bedroom.
Okay, so can you just put bed just so that way I know what it is? And then,
And she has her TV.
and where's the door at to get into the bedroom?
The door is on this side.
Okay, so can you just put door just so that way I know how you get in? Okay. And when you found Victoria, or when Fabian found Victoria and said she's not breathing, can you show me where she was at in the room?
On the bed.
Okay, so can you just draw Victoria on the bed? Okay, and so can you put V2? Okay, so Victoria's on the bed, she's not breathing. So we know where the room's at, I'm gonna turn it back over. So where did she go from here in her room? Where did she go? Or where was she taken?
Into the bathroom.
Into the bathroom? Okay. So when she's in her bedroom here, how can I ask it? What was the first thing that was cut off of her?
Or the first thing that happened to her body after she was dead? Was she stabbed? Was she cut? What was the first thing?
She was stabbed.
And who did that?
Jessica.
Okay. Did she just stab her or did she slice her?
Did that.
Okay.
So straight up and down into her body?
And this was in
And
her,
then she went up.
this was in her bedroom?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna take your pen. The only reason why I'm saying this is because I'm gonna draw something on here. So we're gonna say that this is Jessica, the center, okay? Can you show me where, or Victoria, can you show me where Jessica stabbed her? And we'll say that's like her torso. Where did she stab her?
In the stomach. And then she went up.
Okay. So she went up, so can you put an arrow up? And then did she stop there?
And then she went down.
And then she went down. Okay.
The diagram is a specific interrogation technique. Every dot Michelle draws is a claim about a location. Every arrow is a claim about a direction. Later, if the physical evidence contradicts any of it, the detective has her own drawing to hold up as testimony.
And then what happened to Victoria after that?
They left him in the bathtub.
So she still had her arms when she went into the bathtub?
I know they cut one off.
They cut one of her arms off on the bed? Okay.
One or both?
One.
Okay. And then they put her in the bed? When did they cut off her second arm?
After they put him in the bathtub.
Okay. When did they cut her leg?
But she was in the bath.
When she was in the bath?
What were they saying when they were cutting her? What were they talking about?
They were saying if you say anything to anybody, you're gonna be the next one.
Was there anything else? Anything you can remember?
Oh,
Did they talk about where they were going to put her body? What they were going to do with it?
they did. I don't remember.
Anything else you remember that they said? I know it's hard. I know it's very traumatic.
Did they talk to each other?
If they did, it was low where I couldn't hear it.
Did they say anything to you? Did they tell you they were sorry?
No.
Just tell Victoria they were sorry?
No, they had no remorse.
Did anybody use the iron for anything at that point? Was anybody have the iron?
No, that came when Jessica started fighting with me.
Okay. So you never saw the iron before she hit you with it?
No.
Okay.
What about the knives that they used? Where are they?
They threw them in the knife box.
They threw them back in the knife box?
No, they left. I got them from the knife box. The knife box.
Okay. What did they do with them after they cut Victoria with them? Where are they? It's okay. Did you take them somewhere?
I didn't take them.
Okay. Where did they take them? It's okay.
We got rid of them
Where?
in the trash.
In the trash? What trash?
In the kitchen.
In the kitchen trash? And then where did that trash go?
To the dumpster.
To the dumpster? Which one?
The one by my apartment's on this side.
So can
I
you,
think.
here, show me on this. Show me where the dumpster is in relationship to your apartment.
My apartment's right here. And then the dumpster's like right there. And there's two of them.
Who threw it away? Who threw them away?
And it's okay if you did.
No,
It's
I
okay.
did it. I did it.
She just admitted, on tape, on a diagram, that she took the knives used to cut apart her daughter, put them in her kitchen trash, and then took that trash out to a specific dumpster.
What did they do with Victoria's arms? Where did they put those? It's okay. I know it's really difficult. Do you remember? I know. Are they in the house?
I didn't see them in the house.
Okay. Maybe, let me ask you this, maybe it'll refresh your memory a little bit, okay? Do you remember them wrapping Victoria in a trash bag? Do you remember that? When did they do that? Or a bag, I don't know if it was a trash bag. Did they wrap her in plastic?
No, but I had the trash bags under the sink.
In the kitchen?
They used those?
And both of them lifted her up and put her in there.
Okay.
And was it before they started cutting her or after?
After.
After which part? Her arms or after her leg? I know. And I'm asking you really difficult questions, okay?
I know.
I know it's really hard to think about. Do you remember when they put her in the trash bag?
I don't remember exactly. But I know it was after they cut one of her lips. I don't remember exactly.
Was it before they put her in the bathtub?
It was after.
Michelle, why was there boiling water when the police got to your apartment? What was the water for? Do you remember that?
No, because I had left. I went to the neighbor's house when I
Okay.
escaped after Jessica started beating me up. I finally escaped. And then I heard the alarms going off. And I stayed in the neighbor's house sitting down because I was dizzy.
And Fabian was with you?
Yeah, he was with me by the apartments.
Why was he with you? Did he follow you?
No, he was there first because he told them to call the cops. So when I finally escaped Jessica from beating me up and I finally got out the door, I was gonna go knock on my neighbor's door right next to me. And that's when Fabian called me, he's come over here, over here. That's when I went over there and I went to the neighbor's house and sat down.
Okay.
And then I don't know what went on after that. All I heard was the smoke alarms. So she was probably trying to set my house on fire.
Did they talk about fire when you were there? Or?
No. No, but all I heard was the alarms.
Michelle,
And Jessica was the only one in the house at that time.
Michelle, did they talk about putting Victoria in a car and taking her somewhere, or what they were gonna do with her?
They didn't mention it to me.
So they didn't have.
Because it
didn't
would have
say
been
that?
my car.
Okay.
But Michelle, there was a conversation that you guys had about what you were gonna do with Victoria, with her body.
What were you gonna do?
And if it's easier, what were they gonna do to Victoria? What were they gonna do with her body? Okay.
I know it's hard to talk about. We wouldn't ask you if it wasn't important, do you know?
I know. I know. She was my one and only.
What's that?
She was my one and only miracle child.
And you were a good mom. You're not a bad person. Michelle, what were they gonna do with Victoria's body?
They were going to try to take my car,
Okay.
but I wouldn't let them get the keys.
Okay, and what were they gonna do with your car?
Take her somewhere. I don't know where.
Okay, did
Just
they?
to get rid of her.
The plan, in Michelle's own words, Jessica was going to set the apartment on fire. Fabian was going to take Michelle's car and drive Victoria's body somewhere. Michelle's contribution, according to Michelle, was that she refused to give up the keys.
Was Fabian or Jessica, were they cleaning up blood with the boiling water? Do you remember that?
No, but Fabian was cleaning something off the floor in the kitchen, but I don't know what it was. He was cleaning something.
And you might have already told the other detectives, but I wasn't here, I don't think. Did they clean the bed by throwing the sheets somewhere? What did they do with the sheets?
They put him in the washing machine.
Okay. And was there any blood anywhere else in the house they needed to clean up? On the floor? In the bathroom?
Just mine that I know of.
Okay.
Okay.
Michelle, one more thing, okay? Did Jessica ever specifically say anything to you about how she killed Victoria? Do you know how she killed her? Or do you not know?
She never mentioned to me that she was even going to do that.
Do what?
Kill her.
So how do you know she killed her?
Because she was the only one in my house.
Okay.
So did she kill her or did she take meth and die? And you need to be completely honest because we've heard two stories. Did she take meth and she died? Or did Jessica kill her? Remember, be honest. Okay?
The detective just named the contradiction out loud. Michelle has told two stories. In one, Jessica killed Victoria with a pillow. In the other, Victoria died because she took meth off the coffee table. Both cannot be true.
Michelle, you don't have to worry about them hurting her, okay? Well, we need the truth because we want to do what's right for Victoria, and we need to bring her justice, okay? And so that's why we're asking.
When we go to autopsy tomorrow, is Victoria going to have meth in her system? She will not.
So then how did she die, Michelle?
What happened?
Do what's right by Victoria. We did tell the truth. Okay. The truth is the hardest thing in the world, but it'll be a weight off your shoulders. And you know what? It's what Victoria needs so that she can rest in peace. We need to know the truth. We can't leave here having ever thought that we don't know the truth, because she deserves that. Okay? How did Victoria die?
She tried.
She what?
She tried it.
She tried what? So Victoria did take the meth on the table? So will there be meth in her system? Yeah.
So why did you just tell us no a second ago, Michelle? It's confusing to me. What are you afraid of?
Do you think we're gonna blame you? And why are you afraid to tell us that she took meth?
Because I feel like a failure.
It doesn't mean you did anything wrong.
Yeah. People make mistakes. Accidents happen. You know what I mean?
Michelle, did somebody do something to Victoria after she took the meth to make sure that she stayed asleep? That you know of?
That I can recall. I can't remember much.
So did you lie about Jessica killing your daughter because that was the plan when you and Fabian got attacked? And it's okay if you did. I understand why you would be dishonest. But I need to know, because we can't, I don't want Jessica to get in trouble for something that she did or did not do. So if she killed your daughter, we need to know that. But if she didn't kill your daughter, if it was an accident that she took these drugs, we also need to know that too. Does that make sense? Okay. Did Jessica kill your daughter?
No.
No? Okay. Did your daughter die because there was meth left on the table and she took some?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Did you guys cut her apart because you were afraid to call police because she had died from drugs and you were afraid that you would get in trouble?
They did, yes.
They did. Okay. Did Michelle kill Victoria? Okay. Was it an accident?
The version of the story Michelle now commits to at the 2.5-hour mark of these interviews is this. Victoria came home from school. Victoria found the meth on the coffee table. Victoria took some. Victoria went to lie down. Michelle and Fabian went to Fabian's brother's house to buy weed. When they came back, Jessica was on the stairs with Victoria in a blanket. Victoria was dead. Jessica and Fabian cut apart the body. Michelle made tacos. This is the story Michelle believes she can survive. The detectives do not believe it, and they are about to reveal why.
Michelle, real quick, and it's just, the detective was speaking to Fabian. After Victoria passed away, and it must have been just absolutely so difficult. Before you went and made dinner, after you guys had, or after Fabian and Jessica cut her up, when did you and Fabian have intercourse? And was it forced? Or
It wasn't forced.
Okay, so when did you guys have sex?
It was before we went to bed.
Before you went to bed? Was it before or after you ate?
After.
After you ate, okay. So, okay. So, and I just want to make sure, so she takes the meth, she dies. They cut her up, and then they clean up. And then you guys had made dinner, and then after that, you had sexual intercourse with Fabian before you went to bed. Okay, all right, okay. I just want to verify what he's saying, just so that way I can make sure that we have the correct story.
That was not an accidental question. The detective already knew the answer. She was asking Michelle to say it in her own voice, so that later, when the audio tape is played back to a jury, the jury will hear Michelle Martens confirm the sequence. Victoria died. Victoria was cut apart. The three of them ate tacos. Michelle had sex with Fabian. Then they went to bed.
Michelle, I'm going to ask you one question, and it's a very serious question, okay? Who was raping your daughter? Who was sexually assaulting your daughter?
She's 6 years old.
Who was sexually assaulting your daughter, Michelle? Because you knew about it.
That was my ex-boyfriend.
That was your ex-boyfriend?
Yes. And that's why I got rid of him.
What's his name?
David Hernandez.
Is he assaulting your son as well?
Not that I know of.
Michelle?
Because my son is barely with me. He's mostly with his
Michelle,
father.
was he assaulting your son as well?
Not really, no.
When did
What,
Fabian...
time out.
Yeah.
What the, to be frank, what the fuck does not really know mean when it comes to raping a child? Was he assaulting your son or not?
No.
Okay, that was the most, out of all the answers you've given me, that was the most deceptive answer you've given me all day. You need to, this isn't the time, that you're not in trouble for it, we gotta know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Was he assaulting your son as well?
No.
When did you find out that Fabian and Jessica were sexually active with your daughter?
That is the question the entire interrogation has been building toward. And that is Michelle's answer. She names an ex-boyfriend before naming the people she has been protecting for 4 hours. Then she stumbles on whether her 8-year-old son was also being assaulted. The detective is now finished being patient.
Not too long ago.
Not too long ago, okay.
Because if I would have known that, I would have totally get out.
So, how much meth were they giving her so that way they could sexually assault her?
Probably quite a few.
They gave it to her quite a few times? Okay.
How would they give it to her?
They just put it in her mouth.
Okay.
Like that.
How did she die last night? While she was being assaulted, how did she die?
No,
Nope.
no.
Meth is not what killed her.
The meth probably contributed to it. We know for a fact the meth is not what killed her. How did she die, Michelle?
The whole meth accident theory has now collapsed. Michelle has just confirmed that Fabian and Jessica had been drugging Victoria with methamphetamine repeatedly. The purpose of the drug was not accident. The purpose was to make it easier to sexually assault a 10-year-old child.
Okay, let's go back. When did you find out that Fabian was having sex with your daughter, with Victoria? How long ago?
Just recently.
Just recently?
What is recently? How
Like
many days?
days, weeks,
Days.
Days?
A couple days.
like a couple of days, like 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days?
2.
2 days, okay? And when did you find out that Jessica was also sexually assaulting your daughter? Were they doing this together?
Yes.
Okay. How did you find out about it? Did you walk in on it? It's okay, but I need to know. Did you walk in on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
They were both on it.
They were both on your daughter? Okay. So 2 days ago you find out that they're raping your daughter. Am I right? Okay.
2 days. She had known for 2 days that the adult man she was living with, and the woman staying on her couch, had been sexually assaulting her 10-year-old daughter, and she did not remove her daughter from the house.
So how would they do it?
Well, I'm at work.
But how? How would they, I asked you about them giving her meth. Was last night the first time that she had had meth?
As far as I know, that I've seen.
So you watched them give her meth last night? You described how they did it, so when did they give her the meth?
When she was sitting on the couch watching TV.
And does it make it easier for her, or does it make it easier for them so she doesn't fight? What does the meth do?
It calms her down.
It calms her down so they can have sex with her. Okay. And while they were having sex with her, how did they kill her? And I don't want to hear because of the meth again. How did they kill her, Michelle? How did they kill Victoria?
Stabbing her.
Are you guessing? Or are you telling me that? Because you were in the room while she was being sexually assaulted. You were there. Did you participate?
No.
Did you watch?
No.
You just watched? You were there. When your daughter was being sexually assaulted, you were there. Where were you?
No.
You were in the bedroom. In your bedroom or your daughter's bedroom?
I was in my bedroom.
Okay, and where were Fabian and Jessica?
So I thought they were having a cigarette, but they weren't.
What were they doing?
No. You watched them give them her meth, and you knew what they were gonna do. Don't play. Let's not start playing games now, girl. They weren't having a cigarette. You knew they were raping your daughter. Where were they raping your daughter? What room?
In her room.
She has now placed herself, on tape, in Victoria's bedroom, watching 2 adults sexually assault her 10-year-old daughter after they drugged her with methamphetamine to keep her from fighting. There is no story left to tell after this. There is only how it ended.
How did you participate? I don't think that you assaulted your daughter. Did you help hold her down? And I appreciate you being honest about what Jessica and Fabian have done, okay? But the only thing that you're not being honest about is your involvement. Okay? So, when Jessica and Fabian were in the room sexually assaulting your daughter, what part did you take in that act? You let them do it?
Okay. Were you having sexual intercourse with Fabian or Jessica while they had sex with your daughter?
No.
Did you have sex with Fabian right after he had sex with your daughter?
Yes.
Okay.
Did Fabian put his penis in your daughter's vagina or any other part of her body? Her mouth or her butt?
Not that I could see.
What was he doing to her? I need to know.
He was like going on top of her
With what?
with his penis on top.
Did he
wasn't inside.
put his penis in your daughter?
Not inside, no.
Was he rubbing it in the lips of her vagina?
Yeah.
So it
That's
penetrated
basically it.
penetrated the lips of her vagina. Was he completely naked or was he clothed?
He had his shorts down with his shirt off.
Okay.
And what was Jessica doing to your daughter?
She was holding her
How?
by her arms and her shoulders. So, and her feet. Baby was holding her feet.
What were you holding? What were you holding? Be honest.
I'll be honest.
So you just watched? Yeah, you just watched, but you didn't help hold her down.
No.
Okay.
Did you, while they were doing this, did you have any physical contact with Jessica or Fabian or your daughter of any sort?
No.
How soon did Fabian ejaculate on or inside your daughter?
On
On?
top of her stomach.
Was your daughter saying anything?
Stop. Stop.
What was Jessica saying?
Just shut up.
What was Fabian saying?
He wasn't really saying much. He was just...
And you just stood there and watched? You just let them do this to your daughter? Yes?
What Victoria said in the last minutes of her life, according to her own mother, stop, stop. What Jessica said in reply, shut up.
How long was Victoria alive after she was raped? Or was she dead after she was raped? Did they kill her then? I need to know.
Yes.
Yes to what?
They killed him.
When?
They raped him.
When they raped her?
Mhm.
And how did they kill her? How? Michelle, how did they kill your daughter?
You were there, you watched it. You saw.
You're the only person who can bring any sort of justice to this awful, horrible crime.
How?
You're the only person who can help us. So help us. How did they kill your daughter?
By raping her.
Explain that to me, I don't understand. He raped her so hard she died?
They covered her mouth.
With what?
Tape.
Okay. I thought you said she was screaming.
She finally got it because it's the mouth tape. If it gets wet.
Michelle,
She...
stop. Let's go back to when we were being honest. This is your just turned 10-year-old baby girl, Victoria, who is being held down on a bed so an adult man can rape her. You are the only one that is going to be able to tell us how she died because you were there. You were watching it. How did she die? and don't maybe this or I think that. How did she die? How did you see her die? How?
Did you kill her, Michelle?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Who killed her?
Fabian and Jessica.
How did Fabian and Jessica kill Victoria? Michelle, how did they kill your daughter?
Raping her and holding her down.
How are they holding her down? Because if I hold on to Corey's arms, it's not going to kill him. Where were
choking
they
her?
holding her?
I don't know.
Whose hands were on her neck?
The Fabian's hands because he was on top of her.
And whose hand was on her mouth?
Jessica.
The cause of death, as described by the mother who was in the room, Fabian Gonzalez on top of her, his hands around her throat, Jessica Kelly's hand covering her mouth, 10 years old, 1 day past her 10th birthday.
When he was done, when he ejaculated on your daughter, was she dead already? Or was she still alive?
She wasn't moving.
After he was done, did they do anything to ensure that she was dead? What did they do? What did they do to make sure that she was dead, Michelle?
Oh my God.
No, that's not good enough. What did they do when they were done raping your daughter and holding her by her neck? What did they do? We have to know. We're way past playing any games here, girl. Did they do anything?
They stabbed her.
Okay.
Where did you get that?
I know.
Where, when you guys started having sex with Victoria, where did it start? In the living room or in the bedroom? In the bedroom? Whose bedroom?
And hers.
In hers?
Michelle, were you clothed or were you naked?
I was clothed.
Was Jessica clothed or was she naked?
She had her top off.
And Fabian, you said he had his shorts on with his penis exposed?
He had them pulled down, but he had no shirt on.
And was Victoria naked?
Yeah. She had her pants on.
Who took Victoria's clothes off?
Fabian took the pants off. Jessica took her shirt off.
What did you do with her underwear? What did you do with Victoria's underwear?
Took them, put them in the laundry basket.
You took them and you put them in the laundry basket. Why? What was on them?
ejaculation from Fabian.
What else?
Blood.
And why was there blood on them?
Because he penetrated.
Because he penetrated her.
And then 20 minutes later, you had sex with Fabian?
Michelle took her daughter's bloody underwear off her daughter's body and put them in the laundry basket. 20 minutes later, she had sex with the man who had put the blood there.
Michelle, you have been bringing men to your apartment to use your daughter and sexually assault your daughter. This is not the first time that this has happened. This is not the first time that your daughter has been raped. I'm just going to use the word because that's what it is. You were allowing men to come over and have sex with your daughter, and in turn also having sex with you. Help me understand that.
What do you get out of it? Is it a turn on for you?
No.
Then help.
Because I would never do that to my daughter.
But you did last night. And the only reason that we're sitting here today, Michelle, is that it went a little further than it ever has before. This time she died. You weren't ready for the type of animals that these people were, and it went further than you anticipated. But let's start with this. How many times, what happened last night, minus her dying, how many times have you watched or that you know that Fabian and Jessica have had sex with your daughter since they've been in your house? How many times?
Like 3 times.
3 times. Since Jessica moved in 1 week and a half before Victoria died. 3 times, that Michelle admits to. Then a 4th, and on the 4th, Victoria did not survive. Michelle Martens, Fabian Gonzalez, and Jessica Kelly were all charged in the death of Victoria Martens by the Bernalillo County District Attorney's Office following these interviews. The physical evidence collected from apartment 808, including autopsy findings, would in the years that followed become the subject of extensive prosecutorial review, revised charges, and a plea process that produced convictions for all 3 adults present in the apartment on August 23, 2016. This document, this hook, this body script, is not the last word on that legal process. It is the record of what the mother of a 10-year-old girl said, on tape, in the hours after her 10-year-old girl was killed. That record exists because Detective Joshua Brown and a second detective spent close to 7 hours in 2 rooms with her, holding a line and letting her talk. Victoria Martens was 10 years old for exactly 1 day. Yesterday she turned 10. Today she was supposed to have a party at the park with friends and cake. She never made it. This is what happened to her. If this kind of analysis is what you're looking for,